he may not start anywhere else in the league if you're right. If you're right. Because you know what?
Start somewhere else,
I thought the same as you thought. Throw the ball away. You can't keep taking all of these sacks.
What are you doing?
Throw the ball away. All right.
He looked overwhelmed. He looked totally overwhelmed last night.
And he had a great year. And now it looks like the whole season is a failure, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't. They won 14 games. Let's go back to the Dallas Cowboys coaching situation from the other day. It is still vacant. But here's a name that might rush into the breach, Deion Sanders. Deion and Jerry Jones have already talked once. Deion called talking with Jerry, quote, truly delightful and intriguing, unquote. Wilbon, what would you call it?
Irrelevant. This is going to come down to some real difficult decision-making for both Jerry and Deion if it advances, if the talks advance and become relevant. The first conversation I don't think is relevant. Tony, there's a central question here to me. Can the Jerry Jones brand, and Jerry's ultimately interested in his brand, and it's mostly the Cowboys, but it's also the Jerry Jones brand.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, I got you.
Can that exist productively with the Deion brand? And Deion can coach him up, but Deion is in it for the Deion brand. You see Deion in commercials with all kinds of people. You see Deion as a character, as a duck. He's in it with Saban.
Yeah.
The Deion brand and the Jerry Jones brand, they are two of the top with anybody named Kelsey. They're at the top of the brand business in the NFL. They actually get recognized without saying their names in the United States of America, which other football players, even quarterbacks, don't get.
Yeah.
So I don't know, until we know whether that can be reconciled, I don't know what to think of it. It's intriguing. I mean, it would just blow up the airwaves. We talked about this yesterday. But I don't know if it works. I don't know if it makes sense. And I wonder if either one of the two of them, mostly Deion, would say, Jerry, I love you, but we're not going to go there.
I'm going to track over a lot of what you're saying. My first impression was that this was a pipe dream, that it won't happen, that it can't happen, because Jerry Jones is not going to hire anybody more famous than he is. And Deion Sanders is calling attention to himself every day. Yeah, he's in that commercial with the duck, the Aflac commercial. He also, on the sidelines, coaching Colorado, wears a sweatshirt with his own name on it, Coach Prime. He is an actor, he is a character, and I say that with all due respect because I love him. But then I began to think, well, you know what? Why not? Jerry's 82 years old. He wants to win one more time with the Cowboys. He knows that the people he's hired recently don't have the spark that Deion has. He was there with Deion. Deion played on that team. Deion won a Super Bowl with that team. So maybe Jerry says this, I can share the spotlight with Deion because the spotlight's going to be bigger than it's ever been. Because the Cowboys brand is going to be bigger than it's ever been. I'll tell you this, Mike, and I'll get out of here. The biggest coaching news in the last 4 or 5 years is Bill Belichick going to North Carolina. If Deion went to Dallas, that would be bigger. Let's take a break.